All right. Today is a day. And that's me being accurate with my claims. Oh my goodness. How are things? How's people? How's life? What's up? Let me turn this music down just a tip. Okay. Ooh, I'm really gotta fix that. Let me mess around with this lighting a little bit. Let me do actually one of these. I like that. I'm here for that. Okay. Today, I've got a few little things to do. I've been working on some art related stuff too, off and on, and I was messing around with this idea here, this sketch line, which, let me do one of these. Okay. Let's define a sketch line example, and it's just going to be sketch line 0, 0, like that. There we go. So the whole concept is really quite simple. It just takes a straight line and adds this sort of sketchy quality to it. It's not perfect, but it does get the point across, I think, decently anyway. I'm curious actually what this will look like if I do kind of tune the color a little bit to like a 333. Go with something like that instead. Oh, I have to redef this then. Cannot see it very well there. Hey Biz, how's it going? Oop. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Oop. Back in Canada? Nice. From Florida, I guess? Was it? You live in Miami, I think, right? Something like that? Also studying Clojure? Yeah. You're studying Clojure. That's, I guess you're just kind of adding it to your repertoire of languages and tools and stuff like that. Really nice. Hope it's going well for you so far. Let's see. So I have to take care of a few things, so it's gonna be a bit of a shorter stream for me today, but you know, gonna get about an hour and a half in here. Hey, how's it going, C Films? You're doing great, as you say. Nice. Glad to hear it. How am I? I am also doing great. Well, I'm in a decent mood. I have to do, like, I've got paperwork and chores to do that are kind of frustrating. So I'm not looking forward to those sorts of things, but I'm an adult. I can handle it, so things are okay. So it's going to be a shorter stream, but that'll be fine. Is it cold in Canada yet? This morning it was 8 degrees Celsius outside, but right now it's 19 degrees Celsius, so it is not cold. At least not where I'm at. I mean, Canada's a big country. If you go further north, it's probably a bit cold, but where I'm at... Hey, see you later, Biz. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good one. Do you see a lot of vans in Vancouver? I feel like the city name doesn't come from the name of the vehicle, but but there's a few vans out on the road, yeah. to answer the question seriously. All right, let's see. Made me laugh. You got a chuckle. Good chuckle. I like laughing. Laughing's good. You know, got to keep the fun. Keep things fun as much as you can. Life can be hard without laughter, you know? All right. Here's what I'm thinking about. Well, you know what? I really shouldn't. I shouldn't worry about it right now. What I kind of want to do is figure out how to fix this problem here. Oh, I have to do. It didn't work. Let's just do that. Okay. So I'm trying to come up with, I also want to do this here. You're refactoring code? What am I working on? A little art idea I had. A generative art idea. So I'm making a few things that do random polygon generation. Make the lines look a little bit more random and like they're sketched. Is your project a never-ending project? No, I'm not working on. I'm not working on my main project today. It's a short stream, so I was doing something different. I'm just using some of the same tools. One second here. No, my project is not a never-ending project. It is one that's taken longer than I originally thought it might, but there is an end to it. There is an end. That's the thing, you know. I mean, I think even you were talking about things being perfect versus not, or being abandoned and stuff like that. It is true that it'll never technically be exactly perfect, but I have some criteria in my head and in my design doc that specify when my two main libraries are finished. And then every project I work on from then is basically an engineering design project, which have tighter scopes and design outcome criteria of their own. So there's ends in sight, even if things are never quite ending, you know? So here's the thing. I wanted to make a polygon, so I wanted to see if I could do the convex hull of this, and my convex hull function isn't working the way I wanted it to. Because I don't know how to do it yet, or I literally found the article and just tried something quickly on my own, and it obviously didn't work. So gotta figure that one out. But let me do this. Have you heard of Creative Code? I mean, so what do you mean by creative code? I've heard of people doing generative art and stuff like that with programming. I've seen plenty of examples like that. I'm not sure if that's what you mean, though. Oh, look at that. They're all exactly the same point. That's not exactly what I want. You're talking about art with code. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've heard about that. I'm not good at it yet, but it's something I want to be doing more and more. So in particular, since this is a little side thing today, because it has to be a short stream, this is just me writing some functions out that can be useful for generating creative art as an output. So that is what I'm working on today a bit. If I pull up Forge, there should be things like intersections. Yeah. don't know exactly what I want to do with things, but let's clear out this. This doesn't need to be drop last ack. This can just be ack. I think this. Oop. I think this will work. I think this will do what I want it to, or did what I wanted it to before. Let's see. Not quite. I messed something up here. Oh, I have to do, okay, no, that's fine. Chain points with, you know what, let's chain points, let's just do first points like this. So we seed the process with, just by splitting those things up. So you get your accumulator and then your points here. If points is empty, you return the accumulator. Otherwise, you set previous point is last ack, which this will always have a point in it, so that should be fine. How is concatenation done in Clojure? I mean, not sure what you mean specifically. Like if you want to concatenate two lists, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. If you run concat, it'll just merge those like that into a list. So these were two vectors. It doesn't save. Do you use dot or plus? You use a concat function like that. Oh, and if you mean like string concatenation, whoops. If you mean concatenating for something like strings, you can do string is a function. Join these. It just merges them like that into a single string. You can also do string/join, which lets you put in a separator if you want. Oh, string join works on a list, so you have to do this. So you pass it a list of strings, and then you say, I want the separator to be a space, so then you can join everything with a space separator. In PHP, you use a dot for concatenation. Yeah, that's, I think, does Python use plus? I don't remember anymore. All right. Chain points. What did I do wrong here? Sort by utils distance, and you get the sorted points, and you recur, and you conj the first of sorted points onto the end of the accumulator, which Is that what's... Is that what I have to do? I don't remember now. In Python, in JavaScript you use plus, and in Python you also use plus. Okay. Messed something up. Let's see here. What am I doing wrong? Okay, so util's distance is going wrong here. So, okay, utils. Okay, I'm repeating the same problems here. That's obviously not helpful. Yeah, okay, so there's a distance. Here we go. This is why. I don't need to wrap this in a vec either. I can just do this. That should fix it. There we go. Ay, ay, ay. So I have to choose something. I have to check something here. Instead of random poly points, let's do. Oh no, let me do this. Let me undo that. Hello? Ugh. There we go. Alright, I want to do utils. Nope, it's in parametric, regular polygon points. Let's do radius and then number. So 200 and then the number. Let's do 6. No, let's do 8. Yeah. Nope. There we go. 208. Okay. Okay, so chaining when they're regular like that works just fine. Kinda, anyway. I wonder if there's a slightly better way to do this. There probably is. But let's leave that alone for now. That's not actually the problem. This function's not the problem yet. I need to, doing the hull is what I'm trying to do, and it doesn't work. Chaining, I'm gonna leave it alone because it might be useful. It was the first thought I had. I don't think it is what I need it to be, but nevertheless. Okay, here. I think I kind of understand the idea of the Clojure syntax. You first start Clojure code with an open parentheses, then you declare what operation to do, then you write your data, and finally you close the Clojure code with a close paren. That's a pretty fair way to say it. So where you say data, you might say it's the function and then the inputs, the argument data to those functions. So yes, you're basically correct. And then it's just, you can arbitrarily nest things from there. And you can have, in this case here, you can run a function with no arguments, and so you just close it if there's no data to pass in, and then you get your output. So yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's fairly accurate to say. So this hull function is just wrong, by the way. It's not particularly good yet. So let's work on it. So I'm trying to do I was trying to really quickly see if I understood this algorithm, but I don't necessarily understand it yet. Hey, Green Coder, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. So Green, my stream today is going to be a bit shorter. I've got some errands I need to run, driver's licenses I need to switch over, and random stuff like that. So I'm not really doing anything critically important, but it's nice to see you anyway. How have your streams been going? How have things been on your end? I hope they've been well. It's been a while since we were able to see each other in the chat and stuff like that. I've noticed I keep paying attention to you on GitHub. You keep liking and starring, I should say, some really cool projects, you know? So at the very least, I'm interested in that. I got busy recently. Nothing moved forward. Hey, no trouble on my end, of course. Being busy is being busy, eh? I hope it's like a good kind of busy for you. Nothing like horribly problematic on your end, but yeah, in general, I'm just saying I hope you're well, and being busy is okay. So right, so I succeeded to go out and do a bicycle recently. That's better than a commit. I'd say it is. That's great. Happy to hear it. Do you ride a lot, or is it a something you do a little more casually? I personally love cycling. I try to go as much as I can. Out in Vancouver here, there's nice riding. There's lots of places to go. So I really love it. And just, yeah, is it like very casual? Hope to do it more often. Gotcha. Oh, Viva. All right, thank you. Very casual, hope to do it more often. Yeah. Wow, that's great. I'm excited for you. If you ever get more serious with it and start like recording your rides with something like Strava, you can let me know, send me a message if you want. Hey, Boo Anger, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Oh, pardon me, sorry about that. Viva, thank you. Vancouver, so you're in Washington State? Bless you, thank you. See, I'm pretty sure you know that I'm in Canada. Hello, bless you. No problem, nice look. Have you not seen the new the new room setup and all that? Messing with me? Oh, Sometimes I miss that C films. Sorry about that. All right, all right. Yeah, Boo Anger, thanks for the bless. How are you doing, Boo Anger? I hope you're well. Welcome to the stream, by the way. My little thing says you're first time commenter, so, or chatter, I guess would be the more accurate term. So welcome, welcome. All right, so this hull points thing is just incorrect. So basically, the whole idea of this algorithm, thank you, I'm good. Glad to hear it. That is good news. Oh, just for anyone who's just tuned in, I have errands to run, so this is going to be a shorter stream. I've been working on, so I have on my GitHub, there's a few things. This SVG library is a big one. And I also have, it's in a state of less useful state, but this Forge library, I'm working behind the scenes on that one. So 2D and 3D CAD, those are the things I really am focusing on a lot. But instead of doing those today, because it's a short stream, I'm using this time to just make some sort of tools for generative and creative art. Because that's something that's kind of a fun hobby I want to do as well. So for example, sketch line example here, it's a little function that takes a straight line and adds a bit of jaggedness to it, trying to mimic as if it were drawn by a human with a pencil. That's kind of the idea. So I'm just working on little things like that today, because I have a certain idea for a simple abstract generative art thing. I was at IKEA with my partner, and I saw like some kind of cool looking art prints, and I took a picture of it, and I'm like, I wonder if I could make a generative system that generates sort of random pieces like that. So there's a few things I have to make. I want to do a basic convex hull, polygon randomizer, line jitter, line intersections, those sorts of things. And I just want to kind of they don't have to be hyper efficient, because I just want to run this as a simple script. So I'm just messing around with that stuff today. That's the context. I hope that makes a bit of sense. To start PHP syntax, you use blah, blah, blah. And close it, you use all that. What do you think of this syntax? I mean, I think it's messy, but it's like, you use that because in PHP you're talking about like a, oh, what's it called? Like a, I don't know what it's called, but like you can execute PHP scripts basically right in line in HTML, right? Like a CGI script or something like that. So you have to, in the HTML, like it's an XML tag indicating that it's PHP code inside is basically what it is. So it's like, it's messy, but it's like part of the XML spec, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's actually true, but I think that's what it is. I don't know. I don't use PHP. Hey, by the way, if there's anyone tuned in from Viva's stream, welcome. I don't know if I said that or if you caught it. If I did, thanks for tuning in. Feel free to comment if you want. Feel free to, you don't feel obligated to stay or do anything at all, but I'm just happy people are around, you know? That's the truth of it. Okay, so the idea of a hull is you start on a point, and it's as if you're dragging a string around around all of the points, and whatever, like, and then pulling it tight back at the start point, and whatever points are touching will be the convex hull. That's the whole idea. So what I actually want to do is basically I want to do a sort by I want to do a sort by the angle from the position you're at to the next one, kind of thing. So, excuse me, let me do sort by angle around the center of the point cloud. Is it by angle around the center of the point cloud, or is it by angle from its previous position? Then run your hull on the sorted points. Sorry, let me think about it for a second. You find the algo on the net. So I was looking at the gift wrapping algorithm, right? This thing, basically. And I was just trying to be super lazy. That's the truth. Let's see here. And this, so here, the thing is, this doesn't work. Which is totally fine. I'm not bothered by that. Here, I wanted to, yeah, I think. So I think this still won't work, but let me just wrap my head around this stuff, you know? Yeah, still obviously not what I need. This here, this stopping condition, by the way, is just an emergency stopping condition until I fix this. What I actually would like kind of what I want is, instead, I want if the first point of the accumulation and the last point of the accumulation are equivalent, that means you've gone all the way around, and then you end. That's the idea. So your direction, actually, I gotta go to the washroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm wondering if the sort by has to actually be sort by or instead of getting the first of the sorted points, you get the last, and you do angle from points math abs to get the absolute angle, and it's might be reversing things a bunch here that in a way that doesn't actually make sense, but let's just mess around until I have a good intuition. What did I do? Wait, what? The algo I was thinking about was called GramScan. So let me, I went for one that I thought would be easy. So here, algorithms, GramScan. This might be something I do off stream, to be honest. I'm sure I can implement these just fine. I just, the simple truth is I'm distracted. I don't want to miss my appointment and stuff like that. I'm not in the mood to think really hard while on stream. So I was reaching for something really easy, which I thought the gift wrapping one would be fine. And it's just me being a bit brain slow today is the simple truth of the matter. I just hope that my audience is okay with that. But yeah, so I've got the convex hull algorithms page right here, and I could understand a few of them and go from there. Actually, this would be a really cool interactive blog post, I think. That might be a fun thing to do. Let's see here. There. Thanks for looking into it anyway there, Vincent. I appreciate that. All right, let me... So the other problem is I do have to... let me go here. You have to check that that function's actually correct, because it might be wrong, and I remember having trouble with it in the past with another implementation. So I realize, again, trying to become a better developer, these are areas where I neglected to follow through with things like tests and being a little more rigorous. So putting them on my task list for things to do is obviously important. The moral of the story is I have a lot of work to do. Why do I have 2 chain points functions? Did I do something wrong? Well, it's gone. There. Chain points, by the way, was the first thing I thought to do, and it doesn't work. It can lead to... well, here, let me show you. And it makes sense that this might happen. If I instead do chain points. It doesn't, it can have polygons with crosses. Like this. Because it consumes things in a local first. 2 chain points in case one of them doesn't work. Yeah. Exactly. It should be like this. Defen chain points old do not use seriously. Implementation. It's like when you're using when you're writing essays in high school and you're using Word and you're trying to do version control, but you just save different copies. Final _ version 2 _ for real. Am I the only one who did that? I can't be the only one who's done that. But here, this is what I mean, right? Like if you follow the logic, if you start here and you accumulate the shortest, the next closest point at any given time from a list of points, ignoring the hull at this point, you could easily get crosses. And so here, from this point to this point, yeah, it's the shortest. Locally, it matters that it's that short. Then you go, okay, the next shortest from here is this, and then on and on and on. And suddenly you're here, and yeah, it is true that the next shortest is way over there. It all, like, it's true the whole way through, so it doesn't end up working the way I want. Which is fine. It's totally fine. I'm not even mad. No, that's what happens when you try to... Like, if you think of a thing that might intuitively make sense, but then once you actually run it and see the outputs, then you kind of recognize that your initial intuition was just plain wrong. And there you go. All right, so that's why I did the chain method, and then that's why I was like, oh, okay, it turns out what I actually want is some kind of hull, and here I am, fumbling around with just having a slow day, you know? I don't understand why. Well, first of all, let's make this square. So this is not going to work. No matching method absolute found taking one argument. What did I do wrong? With math/abs. Do I have to do... Oh, wait a second. There's something weird about this, right? Wait, why is this... What am I missing here? Is it lowercase? I'm missing something silly, right? CLJ. Not CLJS. First of all, let me see if I messed something else up. Okay, so it works. Well, works. It doesn't work yet, but that's not what I'm trying to get at. Oh, it does have different points though, at least. So let me try. Wow, it's beautiful. It's not correct. Should also not drop last. I should just do ACK. Right, so math abs, right? It does work. I thought it worked anyway. Do I have to do, like... Do I have to force it? Wait. I don't think that is necessarily right. I'm floundering a little bit, everyone. Sorry about that. Oh, maybe this is returning non-valid. Maybe this is returning things that aren't numbers. Right? Like if I try to do double of nil. Oh, okay. There we go. I see. I see. There's nothing wrong with Clojure. It's all me. I'm the problem. I mean, obviously, that wasn't too surprising. Alright, I've got at most half an hour just as a heads up, so I'm just trying to pay attention to that. Okay, so angle from points is getting nil values, which is not helpful, obviously. Well, I mean, I can cheese it a little bit right now to see, just to get a little bit further with things. Intermediate results is this thing. Angle from points. Okay, that's the intermediate result, and then I just do when IR math utils, no, math abs IR. This is a bad way to do things, I think. But let's see if that fixes the immediate issue. Okay, okay, we're getting something. We're getting somewhere, maybe. Ooh, that's pretty promising. Spoke too soon. I mean, it's kind of cool looking. It's not what I want, but we're getting something that's like kind of close-ish. I'm pretty sure here we're getting some issues related to the nil values, right? And that seems to be part of the issue. So let me also temporarily let me do this. So what I want is if first ACK and last ACK are equal, then you return ACK. That's what I want. Right, so ASDF right, obviously that'll be true right away because you seed it with a single value. That's silly. So I have to do for this, so I have to and not equal 1 the count of ACK. It has to be greater than that, otherwise it's just going to return right away, and that's not helpful. And now it might never finish, which is why I had the emergency check in there. So we are stuck in a situation where it won't terminate. Hey, Echo, how are you? I hope you're doing well today. It's good to see you back in the chat. Fine, thanks. How are you? I am doing very well. Actually, while you ask, I don't know about other people, but I get like anxious when I have to do like paperwork and errands related to like license renewals and that sort of thing. So here in Canada, yesterday I voted, and that's all great. That's fine. And today I have to like do driver's license related stuff, and it's frustrating because I just don't like dealing with it. So I'm a little anxious about that, but I'm in a good mood otherwise. But all of that to say, I have an errand to run, so my stream won't be going for too much longer, actually, just as a heads up. Don't you have it all electronic? Not quite. You mean what, voting? Or do you mean like license renewals and stuff? So what I'm actually doing is I moved provinces, so the licensing for driving is a per province thing, and frustratingly, the systems don't necessarily link together. So yeah. I was gonna say the voting stuff. You don't. I mean, you kind of hopefully never want it to be electronic. Maybe with blockchain. Oh my goodness. That's a can of worms I want to leave closed, at least for now. But yes, no, I'm glad Canada doesn't try to do electronic voting stuff. That would not be secure, like you point out. No, but so I lived in Ontario. I grew up in Ontario. I had an Ontario driver's license, and now I have moved to BC. And I'm finally getting around to converting my Ontario driver's license to a BC license. And there's portions of the process that you have to go and do in person, so that's what's happening. Long story short, I have to cut out in about 20 minutes probably, so that I can bike over there and get things sorted out. But yeah, there's stuff that's still not electronic, and yeah, it is what it is. Can you have your driver's license in a government mobile app? I don't think so. I think you like so in Canada you just have a physical card and you go to your provincial website online and they have database lookups and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure they don't have a centralized app. At least you don't need to use a centralized app. There might be one for convenience, and that I've just never heard of. I don't know. North America is sometimes behind the times in comparison to European countries. Okay, so I'm gonna fix this up for a second. If this is a bad if statement, but I'm gonna leave it for prototyping purposes. Still fine, kind of safer in an old school way. Yeah, no, that's a fair enough point. And honestly, like, I get anxious about it just because it's a little bit annoying. Like, it all works just fine. Like, you call someone for help and they know exactly what to do. So, like, it's not really a problem, you know? It's just I get annoyed by it. How's your Vim? Well, I'm in Emacs right now. And I haven't yet had a chance to really dive into Vim. It's on the list, which I believe maybe we had talked about. Slow and steady is the real answer. So I use Vim for like config edits and stuff like that. I don't want to learn Vim via evil mode with Emacs because I feel like it's just better to learn the native tools directly, you know? And then I just want to be autodidactic with both of them independently. And so when I have the time to work on a game as a little fun side project, I think what I'll do is use Fennel, Lisp, and set up a NeoVim dev environment and work on a game with NeoVim completely. I think that's my plan. So I'll leave Clojure, at least for now, in Emacs, and I'll do like other things in Vim. I have to try Emacs anyway and get into it a bit. I'd say give it a try. It's certainly not for everyone, but it's an editor, you know. There's a lot of fun things. My favorite thing about Emacs is for sure org mode. That like org mode is the single biggest thing preventing me from 100% just saying, Vim would be nicer. Emacs is a bit heavier than I'd like a lot of the time, but it works quite well. Okay, I've got an emergency escape hatch thing there, so let's try this now. Okay, so as you can see, this isn't working. And the question I have is why not? So here, for example, from this point to this point, why? Please tell me why. I am gonna build something here. Tell angles. I just want a sort of debug tool here that does I don't know if this is a good idea, but let's try it anyway, huh? Okay, it still compiles, that's good. Basically, I just want this function pulled out for checks. Okay. And then here it's just map. Oh, there's no, I need the ACK. Right, so let's do that. No, that's not gonna work. What am I doing? This, I'm being a little bit silly here. All right, I don't need that. Let's turn this function a little bit clearer. It's gonna be A, B, C. Like this. IR is angle from points. B is the middle point always. B, no. No, that's not true. I want to do yeah, B plus A, B, yeah, and then C is the current point that you're looking at. Map, oop, gotta label this F, like that. Map F over points, partitioned by sets of 3 with a step size of 1, where you do 3, 1. No, sorry, partition. Yeah. Concat. You just do concatenate points with. Sorry, concatenate points with take 2 points. So you get the. You just append the 2 starting points on the end again, so that it cycles back to the start. I think that I'm doing this right. Let's find out. So if I do tell angles of random poly points, okay, it does give me angles, so that's good. Okay, let's now tell angles of, instead of a random poly, let's do p/regular polygon points, where the radius is 100 is fine, and then I want to do 8. They should all be the same angle. Okay, so everything is almost correct, except there's one positive angle here. By the way, I made my first Twitch stream yesterday, just configuring OBS and i3 multiple monitors Twitch. Probably do something again at the end of the week. Oh, congratulations, Echo. That's exciting. I hope it went well. I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you tons of success. If you keep it up, I'll see what I can do in terms of watching VODs and maybe tune in live one day, but we'll have to see how it goes. Best of luck, Echo. Best of luck. That's exciting. Okay, so so I actually think, like, it turns out I'm not that far off from something correct. The angle calculations are more or less working, which is good. I just need things to be handled properly, to say it lamely. You're back? Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. I want to do something a bit different now. Tell angles. But now I want to do tell angles 2, which is from a single point, I want to see all of the different angles. Which will be basically... how do I do this? It'll be like... This one will be map partial f. No, let me write it like this. Map hash f, first points, second points, okay. And then the third point is what I map with. And I do drop. No, I just want to map it over points directly and see what shows up when I do that. So let's try that. So if I do tell angles of this, I get those. And if I do tell angles 2, I get an error. Why? Oh, here's why. Okay, so I get a nil, and the nil is because I've got a situation where I'm looking at B. That makes sense. The second one, yeah. That does make perfect sense. Okay, this angle 180 doesn't make sense. Why is it like that? It should be less. Yeah, this is, so this doesn't make sense to me. Right, so something's going wrong. Well, okay, so use this for debugging hull function. Doesn't, something is wrong with angle calc. For some reason, reported angles don't match what they should be. For a regular poly, angles should always be decreasing, and max angle should correspond to the next point in the hull. Okay, so that's gonna be time for me. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been a short stream. I've got stuff to do, so I can't stay. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I won't be here tomorrow. I will be back again on Thursday and Friday. And that's gonna be all from me. Have a good one, everyone.